Yeah, DK, I mean, they like to make sure they get those early towers. They like to use Darkseid, be fairly aggressive with them, and get the pipe mech up. I mean, we see, they just put down that Darkseid wall. They're not even looking at an engagement here. It's more just to scare Mith.trust off and make sure DK can get this tower. They just want to be getting those towers, get the early advantage. And right now, the gold lead is getting up near sort of 8-9k gold in DK's favor, so they're looking very good.
Yeah, Mith.trust slowly losing their map control, and they're doing this in nighttime, you gotta keep in mind. And that clearly just shows that Mith.trust suddenly don't have the grassland game anymore. Like, Kel's only out of Vanguard to his addition. Let's check out how everyone's doing in terms of item build. Uh-oh, Lone Druid has a headdress. I don't like this way.
He's got quite a bit of gold, though. He's up to 2.7k gold. He is going to be going for the relic into the Radiance, but I feel like it's going to come a bit too late and be a bit ineffective by then.
Yep, by that point, you gotta keep in mind that Slaughter is gonna probably hit level 16 amplified damage. Either will be really good against the bear or against the hero, so of course we're looking at more item creation. It was just a casual overclock, that's type is finish on the darks here. And Lincoln Sphere is up on Burning. As much as I dislike Lincoln Sphere on a hero like Queen of Pain, I feel like in this game it's well, I mean, there's a Frostbite, there's a Silence, there's a Void, there's a Flaming Lasso, there's a Fish, there's a lot of stuff you could block in there.
There's heaps of stuns, heaps of slows, even the Purge from Shadow Demon is great for killing the Night Stalker as well, so he just wants the survivability, and they've got enough firepower from these teammates, but ES is getting close to that Blink Dagger, up to 1600 gold. If they can get that coming up soon, they may be able to use that to sort of catch DK a bit by surprise, but the pipe, the mech, that sort of negates the Echo Slam almost entirely.
Yeah, they really just went for the chain stun damage and a stable kind of initiation. Yeah. But it's not going to come right now as DK, again, using that momentum they have, using the fact that they're just up by gold, they're up by 8k now, and going to go for that tier 2. And this is the tier 2 at the bottom, which is going to be very important for future Roshan engagement if it ever comes to that. Looks like the ROTK might be going on defensive or just scaring everyone away, and that's another fair tier 2.
Yeah, these towers are just going down undefended, and I mean, it's not that Mith.trust aren't trying, it's just that there's nothing they can do to defend these towers. They should maybe be trying to split push a bit more. At the moment, Lone Druid is at top, but still Mith.trust have not taken a single tower. And I mean, DK were at bottom for quite a while. I feel they needed to just lead the charge at that top lane, get a tier 1 tower, even if they're trading it for a tier 2 tower, and try to get that Lone Druid's relic up as quickly as possible. Lone Druid's actually picked up another Ring of Regen. Is that a new addition? Maybe going to get the pipe here? A bit confused whether it's a pipe or a Radiance.
I was about to ask you, you know, no trick question or anything. At what point on Lone Druid do you get 2 headdresses? Because he really has 2 headdresses. Yes, I just saw.
Is the recipe at base? Earlier. Oh my.
I guess he sold it.
I think he sold it. I think he sold it. Unless you're going for the utility Lone Druid. You play it as a side lane solo. Night Stalker is a hard carry, and you go for the pipe and the mech on the Lone Druid. Next level strategy.
I definitely just see Star Boba doing something like that. But Star Boba is definitely a team that does crazy things, and you know, sometimes make it work. But in any case, here comes DK. They like to push another Brilliant on the top lane. They want Queen of Pain. They used to see Queen of Pain. Blink Dagger initiation. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Blink. But there's a Lincoln's. I totally forgot about that. Blink gets blocked right here.
And Slaughter leading the nice
blink out here, right? A lot of blinking action. But Crystal Maiden might be in a little bit of trouble. There's an Entangle on Lone Druid. They're looking for a vacuum. Fight breaks out here against Lakel's. Lakel's being focused by 3-4. A great vision, but the vacuum cancels it. Can we drop off an Echo? We do drop off an Echo. It looks like stun's going off everywhere. No one dying just yet. There's focus fire on either both teams. Just not there, but a 4-man stun from ROTK. That's going to bring down Shaker. They are chasing for more. Can we get off a vacuum? There's a surge of vacuum coming out. Pull down. They are going to get off vacuum. Labaz trapped right here. He's going to eat a Stone Catcher and go down. So far, 2-0 in favor of DK, and conveniently, they're right next to that tier 2. They will bring down that tier 2 as well.
Yeah, and they still got the Aegis up on Queen of Pain, and oh, you know, they lost the Aegis on Queen of Pain. Sorry, that was from ages ago. What am I talking about? And yeah, no, they won that fight fairly convincingly. It took them a while before they actually focused down anyone, but with that, they get a tier 2 tower. They increase their lead, and they're looking for this Lone Druid at top. Uh-oh, trouble. And there's a blink. There's going to be a blink amplified damage. Stun follows it up. Vacuum and Lone Druid in a lot of trouble here. Queen of Pain ulti even being used. Throwing everything at him as Long DD trying to get out. There goes the mech. The pipe is up in 5 seconds as well if they need it. But DK get another kill, another tower, and everything going their way.
Yeah, generally that dive would have been really, really bad if you didn't have the mech or pipe. But because they did, they know they could extend themselves even bigger lead, and now all the tier 2 towers are down. Initiation going on like Kells again. We talked about how tanky he was earlier, but not anymore as ROTK initiating with his Link, and the Bat Rider can't really jump in anymore as he can't tank any of this either. DK now going to go back, heal up, push every single lane, and go for the next Roshan. After that, I think they could just go for high ground.
Yeah, I think the Bat Rider, I mean, he got such a quick Blink Dagger, but then he spent too much time only looking to gank. The wards prevented him ganking, and he got really underfarmed. Blink Dagger is not the only item you need on Bat Rider. You want to get up that 4-staff, you want to get up some kind of item to help you tank up, whether it's a Vanguard or a Pipe. And in the end, I mean, all these Radiant heroes starting to get very underfarmed. Nightstalker probably the one getting the most farm, but he's got 5 death on him. So, yeah, Mith.trust getting into sort of a very hard position here, so we're going to see some very nice items picked up by DK. We're going to see a 4-staff soon on Shadow Demon, and Queen of Pain looks to be building a Scythe of Vice for herself.
Yeah, the difference between the item that the Radiant is picking up and the Dire is picking up, the Dire is going to pick up items that's going to be even more helpful in team fights. The only item that really helps in a team fight is what Shaker's trying to pick up right now, which is a Blink Dagger.
Yeah.
If they get off a huge Echo Slam, that is going to be an out for them in terms of a comeback. But I mean, you know, finishing your Acceptor on Night Stalker, that's not gonna. I mean, it's gonna make him tankier, but that doesn't swing the tide of the team fight like a Hex Stick would, and that's definitely what Queen of Pain's working for. So they really need this Blink on Shaker, and he gotta find it very quick. But yeah, he's off to another gank. But even maybe if you get a kill here.
Oh yeah, but even DK, they've got a couple 4-staffs which are really helping them out in these team fights. Whenever someone gets in trouble, they just force them out, or just use those to sort of get themselves out of tricky situations. And this smoke gank top is not going to even find anyone. It looks like DK on the ball know what's going on, and they're going to hug this tower, maybe use a smoke of their own as Shadow Demon has one ready.
Yeah, these smoke ganks are very expensive. I'm not talking about the 100 gold investment, but the fact that you're just standing around, not farming, not doing anything. Shaker might want to farm this very juicy lane, but oh man, it might be the worst decision of his life. Yeah, he's going to back off for now.
He wanted it so bad. It's actually just some Slather illusions, but he'll maybe just go to those neutral camps to get that end.
He's like 100 away from Blink. I mean, who just want to just drop off a fissure and, you know, walk out there? But
there's actually an Observer Ward here, which I assume that Sentry Ward can see, but they're not going to actually de-ward it at the moment. Yeah, they do spot it now. Using that, the Firefly gave them the vision that they needed up there. And yeah, they will wipe that out with that Sentry Ward. But now, yeah, Mith.trust are going to be really on the back foot. DK, I feel like it's only a matter of time till they decide, okay, we're ready to go push in now. Maybe just waiting on a few more items. The BKB coming up on Slather. Darkseer, maybe his BKB as well. I mean, he's got about enough gold for his BKB. He's already got the Pipe. I mean, there's not much else he too desperately needs. And then Queen of Pain, only 500 gold away from Scythe of Vice. So give it another minute or two, and DK will, all of their heroes will pick up another big item.
I think they're waiting for the Aegis of Immortal for now. It should be coming back fairly soon. Again, you have the Dire advantage. You have Slaughter, which is one of the best Roshan hero there is. You're waiting for those key items. BKB is going to be coming up very soon for Slaughter. Hex is going to be up like you suggested. And the question is, what will Mith.trust get before the next engagement? Are they going to finish up BKB? I mean, so we have to blink up the Shaker. That's it. What about Silver? What does he have?
He's got his relic. He's got his relic. He's going to have the Radiance, but I just don't think the Radiance is going to be enough. It's at this point in the game, we're 30 minutes in. Slather the amp damage is just going to be enough. You can either focus down the Spirit Bear or focus down the Lone Druid himself. Either one is both fairly squishy targets, and now Roshan is back up. DK should be able to get this pretty much uncontested. Or if Mith.trust tried to contest it, it's not going to go well for them.
Yep, and I'm pretty sure they're out of smoke at the speed by this point as well. They've been using it fairly actively. And now they're going to bring down Roshan in a matter of seconds. I guess the benefit of having a Radiance is it really will prevent ROTK's Blink Dagger from chasing you. He's going to initiate with it. I don't think that Bears will find a Slaughter. But it's going to prevent him to get off the second Blink, which may or may not be important, depending how the chase goes. But Aegis is going to get picked up here on by Queen of Pain, and I think Burning is like basically unkillable right now. Not by the fact that he has Lincoln, Aegis, also the fact that his teammates have 4-staff, have Disruption. Like, it's going to be so hard to focus on Burning. It shouldn't even try. Who should the Radiant try to focus out? I'm not too sure.
That's one of those things. They've got, I mean, not just the 4-staffs, Mech and Pipe as well, and the Disruptor. Whoever they focus is going to get disrupted, and then as soon as they reappear, you don't know which one to focus. They get Mech, they get Pipe, they get forced out. It's near impossible for the Radiant to kill anyone unless the Dire team sort of clump up for a nice sort of ES initiation. But even then, the ES ulti alone is not going to get any kills. It's just going to set up those nice disables where Mith.trust somehow have to all coordinate and focus down the same hero.
And of course, you gotta run in when you're trying to focus on, for example, someone, Queen of Pain. You're gonna be coming up, and Lone PD says hello when he has his axe at the finish. So it was not a bleak BKB. Except of course now after the nerf has Major Illusions do a little bit more physical damage, 140%. But I mean, that generally doesn't mean too much in any standard normal game of Dota. But in a game like this where you have an amplified damage, suddenly any type of percentage increase in terms of damage means a lot more.
Yeah.
When the minus armor is stacked on you. Again, we're seeing that patented Chinese slow sleep up the hill. And this is where we're having to hear like a Tinker or a even an Ancient Aberration or a Clock. Any kind of global pushing spell would be very helpful. Because you know that the Chinese is going to just sit on your front door for ages.
Yeah, just chip away whenever they can. They are going to pop the pipe. They are going to look to go, and Burning goes right in. ROTK pops the BKB. There's the Darkseid Wall, the Vacuum as well, and this Lone Druid will get focused down here as well. ES Batrider already dropping. Lone Druid actually going to make it away to his Fountain, but meanwhile DK taking out 2. Could probably just focus down this tier 3 town, although they have taken a fair bit of damage. Batrider actually going to buy back now.
A perfect initiation from the Dire side. Not over just yet. Mith.trust looking for a very strong defense. I mean, Shaker was really far back. Burning somehow found him. I don't even know how he did it, but finding a Shaker that has a Blink Dagger like this and immediately hexing him to remove him from the team fight, that is a big advantage that you're getting. But like you said, they're really low in terms of HP right now. They do got 2 lines of equilibrium on the other side, but looks like we have an initiation on ROTK. There's a disruption that we talked about. He's okay for now. Burning is silenced up, but will ROTK be fine? Yes, Shaker's walk in. Can he get off that initiation? There's the vacuum. No wall being dropped just yet. The wall was on cooldown already. And somehow, despite having really low HP, he just dropped down to another fissure. The Day of Fissure were killing Windrunners.
And the Lone Druid doing some damage here. Oh, Sada comes back in. ES will drop. Pops an ultimate, gets ROTK down nice and low, but it's not going to be enough. DK have just been sitting on red HP this entire fight. The Lone Druid trying to get some kills with his bear, but in the end, he goes down first. And DK still all on, less than like 1/5 HP. Burning, gets silenced. Will he go down? No, the Slaughter, the Blink, the stun. Night Stalker will drop. There goes the BKB, and Arbar as well should go down here. Oh no, they're not going to commit to it as they're just a bit too low, and don't want to use that Aegis just yet on Queen of Pain.
Wow, Juke Party being hosted by DK.
Yeah.
And Mith.trust is invited. Unfortunately, they're not guests of honor. So DK. No one died except the Windrunner. They all was like at 10, 20 HP. And I guess that's the downside of having slow heroes like Crystal Maiden and Shaker. I mean, they have slow movement speed, they have slow casting animation, and they just kind of all around that. I was so surprised that he picked up the Blink Dagger on the Slaughter. I thought, oh man, that's not going to be a good choice, but he has not died since, so never mind what I said. ROTK knows exactly what he's doing, and he's playing beautifully. Yeah,
no, absolutely. ROTK has been pretty much spot on here. And all of DK, I mean, we see Queen of Pain actually picking up a Demon Edge here, going for some DPS at this point in the game. Going to be getting that Monkey King bar by the looks of it, as Mith.trust still on the back foot, still getting more further and further behind. The gold graph now, over 20k gold difference between these two teams. And this is where I feel it starts to get ugly. I mean, DK are going to continuously siege. Mith.trust can maybe hold on. They've got the Radiance on Lone Druid, but the longer this game goes, I mean, it's not going to look good. We saw last game, Lone Druid does not scale well going into the late game.
Yeah, and it's definitely not going to be a miraculous comeback that we witnessed in the last game, considering the fact that I think you were checking the gold chart at one point, and OGD was only leading by like 3,000 gold at one point, right?
At like 40 minutes in, it was...
Yeah.
They took down both Raxes. They were up, and MUFC still had like 2 or 3 outer towers left to take out. So it was like a 4 tower difference. 4 Raxes down. And it was a 3k gold difference. It made no sense. It was just pure farm from heroes like Prophet. As completely different story here. DK completely dominating the farm as well as the kill board and the towers as they're going to continue to siege on the mid lane.
There's that AM damage on the bear, and it's going to be taking more and more physical damage as the game goes on. I guess the only downside of what makes DK hard to push up the hill is they don't have a hero like Sizzle Bear who could lead a charge up the hill.
Yeah.
Slaughter cannot be that hero. I mean, he does have BKB and a plate mail now, but the beauty of having that Blink Dagger is you want to initiate with the Blink and not so much by running in. Because you know Blink Dagger will be cancelled if you do run in. You do have the Darkseer, but you gotta make sure that his wall gets dropped off. So DK really shy to send anyone up the hill by himself. There's a vacuum. It's kind of just slow pushing. And again, you don't have the best slow pushing hero. You don't have a Pugna that could blast down the tower, every 2 seconds.
I mean, every wave, Windrunner and Queen of Pain getting in 2 or 3 hits each, but I mean, you can see, oh look, top lane, they're going to, Mith.trust going to find themselves getting into T1 tower, actually TP back, Long DD not having it. He wants to get that deny in, and we're going to see, Mith.trust, I mean, they're just the slow push, and oh, actually, oh yeah, he does get the deny. I thought he missed it for a second. But yeah.
That was a lot closer than I knew it would be. But maybe DK is going to do the Chinese thing, is going to wait for the third Roshan. I mean, I wouldn't put it past them to do that, but
Yeah.
I think that maybe going a little bit too crazy on the slow roll.
Yeah, it's like you said, they don't have the hero like Lone Druid to lead the charge into the base, and their push is entirely relying on Slider to blink in and stun maybe 2 heroes, or at least stun a key hero like the Earthshaker, who they can just instantly take out. Whereas, I mean, what we saw LG do, they can just send the Lone Druid in. The bear does so much damage to the tower that it kind of forces the other team to go in. DK don't really have anything to force Mith.trust to engage on them. Mith.trust quite happy to sit back, spam the Fissure, spam the Crystal Nova, and just wait it out.
Of course, they're also very worried about the Blink Dagger Shaker. You know, you're going up a ramp, you're choked up right next to that small gap, and that Shaker will find you. So the reason that they were able to go up that ramp so aggressively last time was Bernie had Aegis. He was not afraid to blink in and find that Shaker. This time, the story's a little bit different here. So push is slow, but it makes sense here for DK. They cannot invest too much. Because one team fight, the Radiant can get themselves more map control, they can farm for another tier 4 item or something like that. You don't want to throw away lead that you worked so hard to wrestle it back, because you gotta keep in mind, like 25 minutes ago, 35 minutes ago, like, you know, DK gave up first blood.
Yeah.
They were losing every single lane. This is a very strong comeback from DK.
Yeah, I definitely think Mith.trust laned it smart. The only thing that was not going to go well was that top lane, the Queen of Pain Shadow Demon against the solo Lone Druid. But now we're going to see they are going to go on the Night Stalker. They chain the stuns. Night Stalker not even going to be able to cast a spell here by the looks of it. And ES Blink, oh, he kind of airballs it. And now with Night Stalker down, Queen of Pain taking a lot of damage, but Queen of Pain has the Aegis. ES will drop. The Darkseer Wall helping provide some additional firepower, and DK pick up 2 kills. And now they can just sort of regroup, focus down this tower, and focus down this Rex.
Again, good initiation from DK. No one dying except for the Queen of Pain. Again, had the Aegis. Gonna focus down the May Rax. And they're going to ignore the Crystal Maiden, they're going to ignore everyone else, because Rax is what they want. The question is, will they actually go for another one? Because 2 heroes are dead for 20 seconds or so.
And then that one tree in the Radiant base, which is now being cut down, that was like the 3rd time Night Stalker got shackled to it. Like, he just kept getting shackled to it, and Slider, they want to go in. They're looking for an engagement. Queen of Pain blinks in, they get the vacuum, but they're not going to commit to it. They're going to probably just, focus down this range Rax, back it off. And now we're going to see them maybe wait for that Aegis. That Aegis has actually been lost, so maybe going to wait for the Roshan to come back.
I'm expecting someone to make a statistical analysis about winning more on the Dire side, because you can shackle into the Radiant base. Oh. There's no similar trees in the Dire. Something like that.
There's a few. No, there's a few near that mid Rax on the top side, but there's just that one tree there, which Night Stalker got shackled to 2 or 3 times. The Darkseer Vacuum finally cut it down, or Firefly, something cut it down though. Man,
Valve and their balance on the Radiant. I mean, this is more of your personal opinion. Who do you think which side has a better advantage?
Oh, Dire side, 100%. Roshan is just...
Because of Roshan?
Yeah, Roshan alone is just the reason. I mean, there's sort of small differences between who can get the runes a bit better from mid or from top, but when it comes down to it, your support heroes can accommodate for who gets the runes. If you, like you saw DK doing, they had great rune control this game, and it didn't come down to being on Radiant or Dire. It just came down to the fact that Darkseer was there every time with his bottle, and they just really controlled the map well. And then when it comes to Roshan, the Dire team, I mean, it's just such a safe Roshan whenever they want to go for it, if they have the lanes pushed out. And as soon as they see a hero maybe TP to defend, they just know they can go into Rosh.
Yep, and that safe Rosh is happening right now. Again, Mith.trust doing whatever they can to get a little bit more farm. They want to push out the 2 silence, because you know that's where DK is trying to push in next. So, I mean, they should be expecting Roshans going on. They should all 5 or top or something, maybe get a tier 2. Maybe get a tier 1 at the bot, but they're playing it very cautiously, and rightfully so, because one more team fight, if they lose this one, they're done. Yeah, they maybe expect Roshan to be going down, but they don't know for sure, and if they get caught out trying to push that top tier 2 tower, that would be absolutely crushing for them. Once again, Bernie with the Aegis, he's now picked up the Monkey King bar, going to be flying that out to him, so his damage is going to be getting a bit out of control, and they'll also help them siege the base, because he can just attack uphill. He won't be missing as much. He'll be doing a lot more damage, and that'll help them break through those tier 3 towers. Yeah, he'll be also, blinking very aggressively, look for the Shaker. I think last time they initiated on the Night Stalker in that sense. So, look towards DK to be that frontal initiator, using the Aegis to kind of supplement the fact that, she shouldn't really be doing that. She shouldn't be the person doing that job, but the fact that has Aegis will be available. Okay, I think it's for blocking some. Then again, the slow siege starts, so Go make a sandwich, come back in 10 minutes. We might see the tower lose about 100 HP or so.
Yeah, hopefully they don't take as long as LGD does, otherwise they may risk Mith.trust getting back into this game. Although something makes me doubt that, as the gold graph is now up to about 30. It is up to 30k gold difference between the two teams.
It's the percentage that matters. You're like doubling the goal almost. That's insane. They're still rolling this one, killing down the trees, moving down, killing the bear.
And there we go.
They're waiting for daytime.
Darkseid actually gets a blink dagger.
Clear everyone away. They're gonna focus on the Shaker. Once again, Shaker somehow being found. They're gonna chase all the way back in the fountain. Maybe gonna focus on the Rax and get the mega creeps. Yes, they're gonna turn back right now. Rax is fully exposed. Someone's chasing on over here. Like Kel's trying to get out of a kill against Shadow Demon, but Shadow Demon gets friend's help. Wow, what a unlucky play here for Kels. Cannot even get a kill against the support. That is just a sad day.
Yeah, exactly. This has not been his best game, and Darkseid actually picked up a blink dagger so he could blink in for that initiation there. So it was no longer Slardar being the one leading the charge, and with that, tier 3 tower should go down. The Raxes will probably follow it up, and then DK are looking, they're pretty strong.
Yeah. The most impressive is not the way that it's slow siege and everything. The most impressive is the way that they were losing hardcore earlier on.
Yeah.
And that one fateful time where the Bat Rider got a blink dagger, did not get a kill against the Windrunner, did not get any other smoke gank off because of the good ward control, good awareness, as we see everyone dying here. But I think this is, more or less quote-unquote garbage time, because DK is just too dumb.
What happens now doesn't really matter too much. Burning does lose his ages, and once again, I mean, the disruption coming in on the Windrunner who got lassoed and just keeping that hero alive. I think, like, out of these lassoes, maybe like 1 in 5 has gotten a kill or something. Some really small number, and that has just hurt Myth so much, because they really were relying on this Bat Rider. Bat Rider had the safe lane. He had the easiest lane to farm it. Maybe you could argue Night Stalker did as well, but Bat Rider has not had the effect he needed to have in this game.
I mean, he delivered. He got them that, 11-minute blink dagger that he prized himself in getting, and it was fine, and that was all part of the plan. The plan went wrong when they couldn't get any ganks off. They tried smoke, they tried teleport, or nothing when I gotta say, that's just good position, good awareness by DK. That got themselves back in the game. You gotta keep in mind, Mith.trust ganks are very expensive, because they always send 3 guys under guise of a smoke. But if that gank doesn't pay off, you're losing a lot of time.
Yeah, no, absolutely, and they've taken down 4 Raxes now. DK, this is cruise control. There's not much that can stop them now, as burning 3.6k gold. I mean, this is really solid performance overall. They did make a bit of a comeback, like you said, and I think Mith.trust, they just wasted too much time fapping around in the jungle.
It's getting late in
Thailand. Yeah, man. Oh, you should see the last game. I was just like, eating mid-cast. Like, nah, I've had it.
Be careful when you're tapping out, what you show on the stream and what
don't worry about that end.
Don't worry.
And look at this.
Picks up a
casual relic.
Casual relic. Yeah.
This is Burning's trademark.
I'm expecting to say that I misclicked it. Meant to get a Mystic staff.
Yeah.
Like Eagle Horn or something.
I have a feeling he's quite happy to get a Divine Rapier here.
Well, one way to throw a game when you're ahead by 3,000 go is to drop a Divine. But don't think that's going to be happening. They're going to slow Aegis Tower again. What a lovely guy. Just charging. There you go. They're going to focus on the Cal. There's a Blinky. There's a Vacuum. Wall on top of everyone. Shaker does blink in and says low. No spell being dropped. What was Shaker doing? But he's going to get focused down as well. Meanwhile, Winner is just ignoring everyone. Just going to be power shotting the tower. They're going to focus on. They're going to keep chasing him. Look at Queen of Pain. Holy crap.
Damage. With the amplified damage, the right click damage is just so much pain. And there we go. TNK will call the GG. DK, I mean, just rolling through Mith.trust here. Mith.trust, who had they laned it well, they had a great early start, but man, DK, they're an experienced team, they knew how to turn it around.
Yep, turn it around they did. DK wins the game, the final score is 33-12. What a strong performance by DK.
Yeah, they have been so far in this Gigabyte Dota 2 Masters, they've yet to drop a game. They've beat Absolute Legends, and they've also beat Aeon as well. So right now in their group, they are completely undefeated. The only challenge remaining is going to be when they go up against eHome again. A bit of a rematch of their Pro Dota 2 matchup. But we're going to see if they can get revenge. It is, man. It really is. Initially, Group B was, but then CLC disappeared, and then that meant CLC kind of moved to Group A because that's where eHome was. Because initially there was eHome and